Hashavua Daf Zayin Amid Beis. The two dots where the smaller lines end. In the Chachamim in the Mishnah, they say that you're allowed to sell without a Tanai, a shul. You can sell Mimchar Eilam, as long as you don't do it for the things that are a bizayin. As long as you don't do things that are bizayin on this top. On top, the last Mishnah, Rabbi Yudaimer, sorry. For a merchatz for a merchatz, a bathhouse, a borski, a tannery, latfila, ulebeis hamayim. For a mikvah, latfila, ulebeis hamayim, or Rashi says tupshatim, a laundromat, or a place where someone is going to, a urinal, meiraglayim, which we're going to call it. So that's the Gemara. Let's say someone has a pit stop, Ben, and he's on a trip, and he wants to stop at the highway for and he needs to use the bathroom. He has to be mashed in mayim. So you're allowed to, even though he daven mincha, now he has to use the bathroom. He has to be mashed in mayim. He's allowed. Rabbi Yosef, Micah Mashman, obviously, Tanina, we already learned in a Bryce. Rabbi Yudaimer, we learned in our Mishnah. Rabbi Yudaimer, you sell it for a chatzah, yes, and then the person buying, you can do what he wants. He could even use it as a base, as a place to be mashed in mayim. The Rabbanon in the Mishnah, the Rabbanon who don't like that and feel that it's inappropriate, that's only a base knesses where the kedusha was kavia. It was a set kavua. Just because you stopped on the road and to be mashed in mayim, that doesn't have a kvius, a set kedusha to it. Loitani, they didn't learn that you can't do it. Therefore, that's clear. If you daven in a place, since that place becomes holy, it sounds like you have to move away dal ramas if you have to be mashten, if you have to do meiraglayim. Which is mashten, and if you did meiraglayim in a place, you should move away dal ramas and daven. Amole says, so he said back to him, I understand why if you already went to the bathroom, you should move away Dal Ramas and Davin because Tanina. We learned in a Brisa, how far do you have to move away from Meiraglayim Umanatsoya and from Tsoya, from excrement, and from Dal Ramas? You have to move away Dal Ramas. So I understand why if you went to the bathroom, you have to move away Dal Ramas. But if when you daven, you have to move away Dal Ramas after you daven and then use Meiraglayim, use the bathroom Lamali. That place isn't holy. If you consider a place where you daven one time holy, you're making all the streets of Nada holy because there's so many travelers and they're always stopping to daven. That means you can never daven in those places. Answers Gemara, no, it doesn't mean you have to move away Daled Amos. Tani, you should learn Yisha. You should wait Daled Amos before you use the bathroom. You could daven in that exact spot. So correctly more. Bishlam Mashtin Yisha. I understand that if you already went to the bathroom, Meiraglayim, you should wait Kedehilach Daled Amos. You should wait before you daven Daled Amos. Mishum Nitzaitis, because it drips a little bit. El Mispal, but if you already daven, Yisha Kedehilach Daled Amos Lamli, why do you have to wait before you move on? Why do you have to wait Daled Amos before you go to the bathroom? Amar Ravashi, you should go Daled Amos, Tfilatso Sedura Bepiv. Because in that time of Daled Amos, a couple of seconds, the tefillah is still in your mouth, and your mouth is still saying the words. That should be that when you finish davening, you're still saying the words, unless it just means as you finish, whatever it means. It means there's still an overlap after you finish davening, so don't just quickly go to the bathroom right after that. Zakti Gemara Vaiter, Zolfan Simon, the Simon for the next Gemara, Zolfan Zayin, Lamed, Fei, Nun, Shalu Talmidus Rabbi Zakai, very famous Gemara, the Talmidim asked Rabbi Zakai, V'merach Yomim, why were you Zochet to long life? Amalem, he said to him, Miyama in my life, Lo Ishtanti Mayim B'Sach Da'aram Shal Tefillah, even though we already learned you're allowed, I didn't do meiraglaim in the place where I davened, even for even a one-time davening when I was on the road. And I didn't call my friends by a nickname. And I never missed Kiddush of Shabbos. I never missed Kiddush of Shabbos. Ima Zakana. In fact, my mother was old. I had an old mother. Pamachas. One time, Machwa Kippah Shabareisha. She sold the kippah, the head covering on her head. Ve'via Kiddush. Oh, I didn't know who you were. I'm really sorry. So we're halfway down. Ve'via Kiddush, and she brought for me Kiddush Hayoim. So we were very into that in our family. That's what she's trying to say. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines from the bottom. Tana, we learned in the Brisa, Kishamesa, when his mother died, when his mother died, Rabbi Zakkai, his mother left him 300 garbiyayin, 300 barrels of wine. When he died, he left his children 3,000 garbiyayin. I don't know if that means that there was a success in the family because they were so into Kiddush, or that he was so into Kiddush, he made sure to leave his kids that. I'm not sure. Says the Gemara, Rav Huna have a asarisa. Rav Huna girded himself with a belt of grass, a junky belt, meaning he lost his belt. He came in front of Rav. Amalei, my eye, where's your belt? Amalei lo lavli kedusha. I didn't have enough money for lavli chamer kedusha. I didn't have wine for kiddush. Mashkante le I gave over my belt as a mashkin. I borrowed money from someone. So I could get kiddush. Amalei Rabba, such a chashuv thing you did. Rabba, it should be the will of Hashem, the titam b'shiroi, that you should be covered over. Rashi says you should be fully clothed with shiroi, with silk chashuv of clothing. Ki yechalol Rabba, right? When Rabba's son got married, Rav Huna inish gutavi. Rav Huna was a short person. Gana apurya. He lied down on a bed. He fell asleep on a bed. Asyam bante v'kalase. His daughters and his daughter-in-laws came. Sholchan v'shadyan minayu alel. They, hold on. Zok Rashi Sholchan. They took off their coats, their jackets. V'shadyan manayu alel, and they put their clothing on him. It was silk clothing, so it was a fulfillment of that bracha. Ad itom b'shiroi, till he's fully clothed with the silk clothing. Shama Rav heard v'ikbet, and he was upset. Why was he upset? Amar, he said to him, to Rav Huna, he said to him, "My time alone, when I gave you the bracha that you should do, why didn't you say back to me v'chein lamar?" And so too tamar. Whenever someone gives you a bracha, you should always say v'chein lamar. Because you see, my bracha was fulfilled. So if you would have said "V'chein lamar," so too to you, my master, then my bracha would have bounced back at me. Shol told me this Rabbi Lazim and Shmuel, 3 more lines. Why do we use zocha to long life? I never made the Beis Medrash a shortcut. I never stepped over the heads. They used to sit on the floor by shir. I never stepped over their heads. Am Kaddish of the holy nation of any Talmidim. I never duchened without making sure to make the bracha of the duchening. Shol to me this Rav Peda, Rav Peda's Talmidim asked Merach the Yamim. Wow, we use of the long life. Amalem, he said to them, Yamim like Hadmani Adam Beis Medrash. No one ever came to the Beis Medrash before me. And now we turn to Chav Ches Amud Aleph. V'loi. And they say, I never ate from a behema that its matanos were taken off. We're not taken off, says Rashi. The zroya, the foreleg, v'lechayim, ba'akeva, the stomach, the v'lechayim, and the jaw, ba'akeva, and the stomach. Thank you very much, guys, for coming. Have a wonderful